we were using the only Macs at the zoo were in the graphics department. And so we were sharing their workstation to get video done. And there were a couple times, like events like this, where the graphics department's working really hard to get something, their collateral out, and then we want to do this video. It's hard because we're trying to share a workstation. So we're starting to get more and more support from the zoo. And at this point, I think, with the exception of the tripod that won't keep the camera level, we're kind of where we want to be from a back-end technology perspective. Moving forward, I definitely think it would be good if we created an internship or hired someone to do a lot of this, because they would need to get fed. This time of year, it's really easy for me to run around and help put together and slap together this video and get it uploaded, because this is off-season for our colony. Come February, we get into breeding season, and all of a sudden Anthony can't be a part of podcasts and stuff because I have 53 penguins that are trying to make more. So that ends up taking up a lot of time.
Question for you. I want to be a little bit conscious of time and make sure we have time to talk to Explore 24 folks. But I also want to check in with you. You do a really interesting job. You mainly focus in your talk so far about how you're generating content and distributing it.
Yeah.
I'm also totally fascinated by how you're highlighting user-generated content. And I'd love to hear from you about your philosophy about that mix and balance and how you deal with it.
Okay. So basically, we find there's a lot of great stuff out there. We're really fortunate in being the zoo, and I think the Academy is the same way, and I imagine the Exploratorium is similar, as well as the Monterey Bay Aquarium. People come to the zoo, it's a very visual place, right? So people come to the zoo to take pictures and film, and are starting to adapt to this social media more and more, so they're tagging their stuff, which makes it really easy for us to find. So basically we do things like we go to YouTube and search SF Zoo and see what kind of videos pop up. And every so often we'll find, and more frequently we'll find great videos that we'd like to share with people. Hey, we didn't make this, but someone else made it, and guess what? They posted it for the public to see, so we're just going to drive traffic in that direction. So I kind of brought the browser over to our Twitter stream. Have you seen the type of stuff that we're twittering? It's a grill update. Check out the zoo's podcast to see our new arrival. So that's the video. Another update. That's a photo from Flickr. It's a gorilla, Monifugate bird. So we're basically, we're sending messages out on Twitter. We're trying to use education a little bit on Twitter, and we're also trying to ingest. We're trying to enhance the relationship with people that care about the zoo and are starting to connect to the zoo. Something that I think, basically our secret gorilla tool with Twitter is Twitter's search engine that I don't know if everyone's familiar with. This allows you to search Twitter for whatever you want. So we can search SF Zoo, and it's going to show not only our Twitter feed, but it's going to show all sorts of people, and I guess we have a thanks for the this is a good way to direct comments here. So really exciting. So this is a good way to find people. SF Zoo ends up catching our user tag a lot. SF Space Zoo catches a lot of people that don't really know about our Twitter feed so much. And they're basically just sharing, they're sharing their content, or they're sharing they're sharing other news articles with their friends via the Twitter feed.
So how do you deal with sort of more negative things, like what's up with all the non-humans jumping into animal enclosures?
At the SF Zoo, crap, it's something we beat up at 3:30 a.m. So that's a good one. So actually, the way that we deal with this is, Twitter doesn't, it's really hard to message people on Twitter. So our system is we go on the Twitter search like this, we find someone like that, and we go, well, it's not negative really towards the zoo, it's negative towards this individual, and this person knows about the zoo, so you know what we're going to do? We're going to click and we're just going to follow them. And that's how basically we're pinging these people. So then the person receives an email message, the San Francisco Zoo is following you. We've had lots of there's no back button here. We've had lots of comments regarding, whoa, the zoo's following me. I feel like there's Big Brother, because people make a comment and they know that, right within a day that they made their comment, all of a sudden we're following them. And so there have been a couple people that are really freaked out, like, oh, I don't like this, Big Brother, and maybe they stop using Twitter. the majority of other people, exactly, and they're posting it and sharing it. So the majority of people then start following us and start engaging with us, and we'll engage with them. Sometimes you see a lot of our Twitter feed is not only linking to the Flickr photos that other people have taken, YouTube videos other people have taken, but just engaging visitors.
I love it when you figure out somebody does a search and notices someone is at the zoo and you ask, are you still here?
Exactly.
Awesome.
Yeah, we had someone who
And then what do you
actually, this person, that's basically just a fluke coincidence when that happens.
Right.
I'm managing the Twitter account along with our PR manager, and basically the two of us are the only ones that really access and use Twitter. And so we're running that search engine. So I work on the weekends, and I'll do, usually around 11 o'clock, I'll do a quick Twitter search, and we get these tweets of people, hey, I'm at the SF Zoo with some friends. What we're trying to do, and see now everyone's going to come and take advantage of our system that we haven't really done. We're trying to capture some of these people. What we really want to do is, we want to catch them. We want to catch them when someone's visiting the zoo. And we've yet to do it successfully. We basically want to.
Are you putting an exhibit out
We
of
want to
actually go out of the
we want to pin them because they're at the zoo, they're sharing with people they're at the zoo. So we're trying to find, and it's all going to be a timing thing, and we're obviously not going to be able to make this a protocol and do it all the time. There's a couple people we tried to get a hold of and take them on a tour and show them some things and let them feed a giraffe and make that real one-on-one connection with them. And so that they could just feel a little more, you know, we'd have another zoo champion out there, someone that cares and knows what's going on. So.
Do you advertise that, or that's just something on the back end that
You guys are the first that have heard of our new tactic that we've got to take advantage of. So all you guys are going to the zoo. Oh, I'm wandering on the zoo. You know, we engage. I've noticed a lot of other institutions and company Twitter sites. They like to stick with very formal engagement. And personally, our belief is that's not what Twitter's about. Twitter's about that real one-on-one connection and commenting to people like Brittany Mason, who
apparently busy.
is fairly busy. Oh, they contacted us at SF Zoo. Anything going on this Sunday if I bring my kids? So when people engage us, we definitely engage back. And as she said, we'll catch people that have visited the zoo, and we'll start, you know, sending tweeting. The Twitter vocabulary is just so, I don't think it's set yet, so I think we're still working on it. These people will tweet, and we'll get back to them, and we'll start this dialogue, you know. Basically the way that we're doing that is, you know, at their username, hey, hope you enjoyed your visit, what was your favorite part? You know, trying to get that conversation and that dialogue. So there's several people that we've made good connections on Twitter with. We had someone that actually lost their phone, we caught it on Twitter, and they just tweeted that, hey, so we're at the SF Zoo and so-and-so lost their phone. We caught it, forwarded it to our guest services and our security staff. Guest services and security staff ended up finding the phone. These people then contacted guest services and they're like, oh yeah, we saw it on Twitter. And we were just like, oh my God. This is really crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, you know, talking about the return on investment, it's really, once again, it's hard to measure. Experiences like that make all the week, all the months worth of work that we put into this worthwhile. We captured a giraffe birth and posted a video on YouTube. Most zoos in this country with giraffes have videos of their giraffes giving birth. They just do. But not all media outlets know that. So we had, it was NBC Dateline was doing some special on giraffes, and they wanted to use a giraffe birthing video. And one of their people found the video on YouTube and contacted the San Francisco Zoo. The story was about one of the zoos in Florida. And they contacted us and said, hey, you guys have this great video of a giraffe giving birth. Can we use it? You know, we'll give you credit, blah, blah, blah. And we said, sure. So, you know, our new media and our old media is really connecting in this really interesting way. And all of us laugh, because being zoo people, we know that like a giraffe birthing video, as amazing as it is to see, most zoos, you call up San Diego and they'll say, which one do you want? Look at this album, you know? But theirs isn't out there. So in putting our content and our assets out there is helping us with new media connect to the old media. So it's kind of, it's come full circle. So that's, yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Great.